Hey Sparks, what's up? And hello to my new subscribers. It's Montina here, and my mission with this channel is to inspire, educate, and share information that helps you thrive in life and thrive in business. If that sounds good to you, subscribe. And if it doesn't sound good to you, unsubscribe. It's okay. I'm not offended. So, hey, my question for my women over 40, yes, y'all, this is that women over 40 video. So for my women over 40, single or divorced with children that want to attract the love they desire and deserve, are your expectations unrealistic? So let's talk about that, sis. My goal is to help you attract that love you desire and deserve, but really, realistically, it's for men over 50. Even men in their 40s, you know, for me, I'll just say they're a little bit too young. I prefer, I have a 9-year age gap with my Superman I'm going to get married to. Yay. And that works really, really well for me. And I've seen it work really, really well in relationships. But when I say unrealistic expectations, you know, that tall, dark, handsome, he has to be over 6 feet. We've learned from, you know, Kevin Samuels that there are like, 3% of men in the world over 6 feet. My son's like one of them. He's like 6'2", 6'3". His dad's only 6 feet. Are you being unrealistic in terms of how they look? You know, men over 40, men over 50 tend to have a little pot belly. Sometimes they be drinking their beer. What are your unrealistic expectations from that list you had in your 20s and 30s? What are you willing to accept from a man in his 40s or 50s that you may not have accepted when you were younger? So I want you to really think about that. If you're relying a lot on physical attributes, I have a friend, and I'd introduced her to a pilot, and I'm like, golly, you know, of course I saw the pilot in person, a black single pilot. So he was kind of trying to talk to me, and I'm happily spoken for. And I said, look, I have a friend. I would love to introduce you to her. You guys are in close proximity to where, he lives in LA. She's out west. So I made it happen. I happened to speak to her. I was like, okay, sis, tell me about it. Tell me about it. She's like, well, he don't really want to send me a pic. And I'm like, flabbergasted. Are you kidding me? Who cares what he looks like? I saw him. I'm like, whatever you want to know, ask me, because I literally saw him. So don't let that be a deal breaker in terms of, and I'm just going to be quite frank with you. And I'm sharing a lot of experiences. They may not be my experience. They might be conversations, but sometimes over 40, 50, they might be missing some teeth. And I only want a man with super white teeth, and he has to have all his teeth. Life happens for some of them. Some of them don't take care of their dental care like they're supposed to. And again, I'm talking about people I know. You may be the one that can come along and help him. Now, Montina, I don't want no potential. I don't want no Build-A-Bear. This isn't like that, because if they typically have been on their careers over 20 plus years, like I said, they're DEAs. They are distinguished. They are experienced. They're admirable. Life happens, especially for divorced men. Many times, I know when I was married, I took care of a lot of the things like setting up appointments. You might be taking care of, maybe his first or second wife took care of the bills. You just don't know. What else? Like I said, physical attributes. Maybe they walk a little different. Maybe their knees hurt. Maybe they got a little limp or something. I don't know. But I'm telling you, there are some things that you may want to check off that list because they're not as important. You don't look the same as you did when you were in your 20s, and you don't look the same as you did getting naked either. So give some grace and look at the character attributes. Integrity is a core value of mine. I need someone that is also, I like people that can have a conversation. I like peace. I have to have peace. I don't want nobody who's gonna be hollering at me, getting upset with me, don't speak to me for 2 weeks. How do they communicate? Are they communicative? Is it reciprocal? You're texting them, they texting you, they texting you, you texting them, they videoing you, they sending photos. Try to get to know what their love language is pretty early on. Even if you don't love them, see how they communicate in their love language. I know for my Superman, he likes to serve me. He likes to provide services, acts of service. Wash my clothes, wash my car, carry things. He does everything, but that's not my main love language. So at first I'm kind of like, this ain't my love language. But I learned that this is the way that he loves. This is the way that he expresses love. He does it for everybody. We pulled into a Walmart parking lot the other day. And that's his store, Walmart. And there was someone trying to put some bicycles in the car, and I said, oh, I know you about to get out and go help him. He said, yeah. We were at a concert one time and somebody dropped a beer bottle and they just kept on walking. He went over and picked every piece of that glass up, talking about the little kids. That's his personality. So again, look for character things when you all go out. What is the expectation? Does he show up on time? My Superman is always early. Our first date, I was late. But you all, there's a book, I can't tell you which one, but it talks about women. It's actually very masculine to keep your word and show up on time and things like that. Women, we're very, it's masculine. Women tend to be more on that feminine side, and we just go with the flow. So whatever. I do my best to do better though. So yeah, I didn't want to list specific things, but I just want you to know that there are things I understand that can be deal breakers, but keep in mind that life happens, and I would hate for you to miss out on an amazing opportunity for someone to love you because they have a couple of little flaws here and there, especially with the physical attributes. Now, character things, there's some character flaws. Maybe you meet a man and he has a bunch of kids. Maybe he got 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. You're like, oh my God. Now, if they're all adults, does it matter? Does it really matter? Also, when you're dealing with, men over 50, they're going to have adult children. What's the relationships like with their adult children? Do they live with them? Are they back and forth in the home? There are things, again, that I'm going to be sharing with you that are things that you need to be thinking about and making a decision on if you want to accept them or not. You don't have to. You don't have that many options, but you do got some options, okay? All right, y'all. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment below and tell me what your deal breaker is. I want to know your deal breaker and then an attribute that you're looking for in your future relationship. Okay. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.